Hello, gamers. My name is Tyler is Scared, and I am here today to get creeped out, I hope. Today I have a game for you called Do Not Take This Cat Home. So I assume we're going to find a cat and take it home, but we will learn that that was a bad idea. We have a little disclaimer here. I'm going to go ahead and read that for you guys. This game is not suitable for children or the easily disturbed. It includes depictions of horror elements, human, animal violence, and death. Abusive slash abuse slash abusive relationships, disturbing in images, loud noises, flashing images slash lights, and more. Phobias may not have a safe experience. Wait, I'm skipping. Individuals suffering, sorry for the boop. Individuals suffering from anxiety, depression, or certain fears slash phobias may not have a safe experience playing this game. For a full list of content slash triggers, warnings, go to About section in the game's main menu. Okay. Well, that's fun. That's fun. Please take care of yourself. What am I getting myself into here? What am I getting into with this game? I'm kind of nervous now. Here's the cat. Can I change? Can I make this windowless or borderless? You find a cat on your day off. From there, you decide what happens next. Or do you? Does the cat... Oh. Full screen, please. Okay, we are good to go. Let's go ahead and get up in here and find this cat. You're not having a great day, as usual. Sounds about right. It's pretty on par. Oh, great. It's the first time in a while that you felt like going out. But in the middle of your walk, it starts to rain. Typical. But maybe this is just a sign that you should have stayed home today. Yeah, you can always try again tomorrow. Right? You turn to head home when... Huh? What was that? There are only a few people around on the street. Makes sense due to the increase of missing persons around the area recently. Well, that, and the weather. But none of them react to the sound at all. Curiosity guiding your steps, you follow the sound to the entrance of a dark, dingy alleyway. You timidly enter the alley and walk forward. The ground, dampened by the rain, makes your steps sound louder and more confident than you actually feel. Finally, the sound source comes into view in the cold, dim light of the alley. At the end of the alley, in a big cardboard box, is a kitty cat. Huh, guess that should have been obvious. It's an interesting looking cat. Its pretty yellow eyes shine like gold among the dark sea of its black fur. It puts its front paws up on the edge of the box and looks up at you. Oh, so precious. So cute. And it definitely knows it. You've never had much of an opinion on one way or another about cats before. Sorry. But if they're all like this one, It's a shock they haven't already found a way to rule the world. I feel like there's something in my eyes. You don't think you'd mind bowing down to a feline overlord. You look around the alley with a small frown. Who leaves cats in cardboard boxes these days anyways? Wouldn't they just jump out and leave the box eventually? Oh no, I have a kitty cat and he does not leave boxes. The cat doesn't answer you, obviously. It also doesn't do as you suggest and leave the box. It's just looking at you as if waiting for you to make the next move. Obviously, we're going to take the cat home. You know what? You're coming home with me. You reach into the box and pick the cat up, holding it out in front of you. Why not? Oh. You're all alone and well, I'm kind of in the same boat myself, so you bring the cat close. You didn't realize it was shivering until just then, but it slowly breathes easier as it presses into your chest. Why not stick together, right? At least for a little while. You think a little while will probably be more like a day? You'll be responsible and take it to a shelter tomorrow. But for now, let's get you out of the rain, okay? Sounds good. You stop by a small local pet store for some cat food, then you head back home. You live in a modest apartment. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, one you living alone in it. So it feels weird having another living being inside it after so long. Even if it is just a cat. After locking the front door and placing the cat on the floor, you watch for a moment as it curiously explores the new environment. Leaving the feline to its own devices, you set about making the both of you some dinner. You take out the can of cat food and open it with the tab on top. You put some cat food on the saucer and click your tongue together to call the cat over to you. It perks up at your beckoning and rushes over. It looks at the plate of food and completely ignores it. Not hungry, I guess. You try not to let it annoy you. The cat doesn't understand the concept of money to appreciate that you spent your hard-earned cash on it. It is just a cat after all. I'll just leave it here if you get hungry later, okay? The cat rubs its body against your legs with a purr. You smile. That's enough of a thanks for you. It follows you into the kitchen as you start on your own dinner. You decide that you have enough ingredients for a sandwich. Bread, toasted, mayo and mustard spread, turkey and cheese and lettuce, perfectly placed. Ow! You wince as you cut your finger on the knife while slicing a tomato. Stupid! You feel a little embarrassed for such a blunder and sigh, tossing the knife onto the cutting board. You're about to head to the bathroom for a bandage when the cat hops up onto the counter. It sniffs at the knife and meows almost pointedly at you. Don't worry, I'm alright, it was just an... You watch as the cat starts to lick lightly but enthusiastically at the blood on the knife. At your blood. You are so shocked that by the time you come to your senses, the knife has been completely licked clean. The cat sits back, staring at you. You feel a little uneasy, Sure, cats are meat-eating predators, but that was a little weird. Right? Sure, you're no cat expert, but that was definitely not something an ordinary cat would do. Right? Well, regardless, you're not about to abandon a cat in need while it's still raining outside, not after all of your efforts. You were going to take it to the shelter tomorrow anyways. What's one night of awkwardness? Weird or not, it's just a cat. The rest of the evening, unfortunately, goes downhill from there. Even after covering up your fingers cut with a bandage, the cat keeps trying to lick the wound while you're eating your sandwich, while you're cleaning up the kitchen, while trying to watch TV. You gently push it away every time, but you're starting to get worried at the strange behavior. What if it's got a taste for blood and thinks you're food now? We're not sure what you'll do if it starts to get more aggressive. You keep thinking about the cat food sitting in the corner, untouched. Ugh, come on, enough already. You shove it away a little more forcefully this time out of annoyance. You feel bad immediately, but before you can do anything, the cat meows sharply at you and dashes off around the corner and into the hall. You sigh deeply. At this point, you're just worried that's going to take a bite out of you in your sleep. Maybe a vet will have an idea on how to calm it down. You can only hope. You don't have many other options left other than tossing the cat out in the rain. After finding the number of a local vet, you pick up your landline, and the cat turns off the power. The lights just went out? Great. Just great. Rain must have knocked out the power. You check your cell phone only to find that it's out of batteries. You must have forgotten to charge it before leaving out earlier. The outing had been so super of the moment that it had no doubt messed with your usual routine. You grab a flashlight and turn it on. It's quiet. Too quiet. Did the rain stop? But then, why did the power go out? You look outside. I couldn't read. You turn to check the clock. The cat sits on top of your digital clock, staring at you, thinking now you realize the clock shouldn't be working at all with the power outage, but the numbers are lit up and going completely haywire. The cat stares at you. It's completely still. You'd think it was a statue if you didn't know any better. It's not giving off any indication that it's alive. It's not blinking. It's not even breathing. But its eyes. This isn't normal. You're afraid. You want to run, but you're afraid of letting the cat out of your sight. You consider tossing the cat out after all. But as soon as the thought enters your head, you feel a sharp urge to vomit. Those eyes, its eyes hold you still, even with your flashlight trained on it. Its pupils are large, round. The flashlight flickers. And the cat is gone. Fear immediately grips your mind. The silence punctuated with the rapid pumping of blood in your heart. It's overwritten as your ears slowly start to pick up the sound of static all around you. How is the clock working with no power? You don't know why such a question matters at the moment, but you feel as if having the answer will make sense out of everything that's happening. That order will be restored. But no answer comes to mind. You back away from the clock and feel as if the air itself coils lightly and abruptly in response, like a predator prepared to pounce, but waiting for your next move. But you're afraid to move. You're afraid to even take a breath. But you can't stay still forever, right? Whatever is watching you, you can already feel its impatience. It's too eager. You don't know how you know this, but you can sense it as clearly as if it had whispered, "Let's play." Right into your ear, right into your soul. It won't let you wait it out. Not that you could, even if it did. You can't stay here. You have to run. With this thought, a sudden primal instinct awakens within you, making you tear yourself into a hasty burst of movement, of action. But you are still weak from the fear's grip on your mind. Your legs tangle together under you in the haste, and you fall to the ground. Oh! My head hit the floor. A sharp pain explodes in the center of your foot. At first, you think you've broken your ankle, but something warm and wet trickles down the length of your foot, pooling underneath it. You hear the sound of metal scraping on tiles after skidding across the floor, as if it had been kicked. Winded from your fall, you look up in a daze and see the object glinting in a strange light coming in from the outside. The light pouring in from your now open front door. Thoughts of how, when, who, and what in regards to your inexplicably open door screech to a halt as your brain finally identifies the metallic object you've been staring at. It's your kitchen knife. And still tinted red from your earlier blunder? But that's not right. Wasn't it completely licked clean by the... You gulp dryly at the pain in your foot. You barely have time to wonder how the knife ended up on your living room floor, to be stepped on. Instead of resting on your cutting board in the kitchen where you'd left it. When you spy something in the darkness just beyond the knife, it spies right back at you. A pair of glowing, golden eyes come forward as the cat emerges from the shadows into the light from your doorway. It pads lightly over to the knife, as if skipping in delight, and bends down to lap at the blood dripping from the blade. Ah! Your senses slowly begin to overwhelm you. The chill of the air as it starts to suffocate you under its weight. The sound of your shaky breaths, discordant against the static now piercing your skull. The dryness on your tongue spreading to your throat. The incomprehensible sight of the stray you'd taken in, licking away at your kitchen knife, once again completely clean. The scent of blood from the fresh wound on your foot. Blood? golden eyes slide up to you as if in response to your sudden realization. Blood. You're hurt. Your foot is bleeding. You're bleeding. You're bleeding. The cat barely moves, shoulders twitching as if just considering the act of pouncing forward. But you're already on your feet and out the door. You run, or rather limp, down the empty street. The sky is black and bleeding red. But there's a strange light emitting from nowhere that casts everything else in white. The houses, the trees, the road, even you. Everything, except your blood. You can just barely glimpse the bloody imprints of your injured foot leaves in your wake with every impact it makes with the ground. It hurts. It hurts. But you can't stop. You don't stop. Not when the shadows grow around you. Not when you feel the gaze of eyes all over you. Not when the road ahead of you is darkened by a long shadow of something behind you. Even then, you don't stop running, because if that's the cat right there ahead of you, then what in the world is behind you? I think we're gonna keep running. We don't look back. Huh? Interesting. How very, very interesting. Ending 0. It begins. Okay, I got ending 0. Oh, I have to continue. Sure, we'll continue. Oh, it's 10:50. Oh well, we'll do one more. You're walking. Right. Of course. It's the first time in a while that you felt like going out. And you're actually glad that you did. The weather is absolutely perfect today. That's a good sign, right? Maybe your luck is finally starting to turn around. You tentatively allow yourself to feel excited for the possibilities of where you could go or what you could do. Maybe even who you could meet. You are so deep in thought that you almost miss it. Huh? What was that? Curiosity guiding your steps, you follow the sound to the entrance of a lonely alleyway. The sunlight only just manages to reach down in between the tall buildings on either side. You timidly enter the alley and walk forward, the loose gravel and scattered debris on the ground softening your steps. Finally, the sound source comes into view in the warm, almost ethereal light of the alley. At the end of the alley, in a big cardboard box, is a cute little kitty cat. Huh. Guess that should have been obvious. It's an interesting looking cat. Its pretty yellow eyes shine like gold among the dark sea of its black fur. It puts its front paws up on the edge of the box and looks up at you. What? So? You look so familiar, right? Then again, it is a cat. Not many different ways for a standard black cat to look after all. This one sure is a cutie though. Just look. It's not glaring at you or hissing at you for getting this close like other stray cats have in the past. It's just sitting there, patiently, waiting for you to do something. And we are going to take the cat home. Oh, look at him. Well, why not? Right? Is it going to be the same story? You barely reach out your arms before the cat eagerly leaps into them and climbs up onto your shoulders. It butts its head into your temple, nuzzling against it. Heh. You can't help but smile at the cat's enthusiasm. Let's get you out of here. Yeah? On the way home, you briefly consider getting cat food. But that would be a waste of time. You shrug at the odd feeling and move on. You live in a modest apartment. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1 you living alone in it. The usual. So it feels weird having another living being inside it after so long, even if it is just a cat. After locking the front door and placing the cat on the floor, you wait for it to walk away and explore the new environment. But it simply sits and looks up at you expectantly. Oh, we're getting some more options. Well, let's do something with the cat. Like what? Let's play with the cat. So let's play with the good boy. Yeah! Poor thing was probably bored stiff sitting in that old box all day. Just watching crowds of people walking by them. Ignoring them. You can't just leave them alone as soon as you're home. A little interspecies socializing won't kill you. Right? Aw, you just want some attention, don't you? You want to play, huh? Heh, okay then. What to play, though? Oh, we're playing hide and seek with the kitty cat. What about hide and seek? Is that your favorite? You're not quite sure how this is going to work. Can a cat even understand the concept of a game, let alone one with rules like hide and seek? Here, just... You pick the cat up and turn them away from you before hiding behind the armchair. You're almost certain the cat must have turned and looked while you were hiding. Out of confusion at least, if nothing else. Peekaboo! Regardless, a few moments later the cat cautiously peeks around the armchair at you, eyes curious. You smile and scoop it up, holding it out in front of you. You found me! You win! The cat looks confused, but pleased at your praise. This time, you put it on the armchair so it can't see your hiding spot as easily. You dash over to the kitchen, hiding behind the counter. It takes a little longer this time for the cat to find you. This time, when it does, it startles you by hopping down into your lap from the countertop above. Whoa! You found me! Again! Okay. You win. You reward it with little scratches behind the ear and under the chin when it leans into your touch. Okay, why don't you give it a try? Yeah. You go and stand in the middle of the living room. The cat following you. You make a show of covering your eyes and turning around. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. You turn around and see that the cat is gone. Huh. You sure catch on quick. There aren't that many places available in your apartment for someone your size to hide. But without the opposable thumbs needed to open the closed doors in the hall, the cat will have its limits too. Fair game. Okay, now where to look? Let's look in the kitchen. You peek around the counter. Grab a chair and check on top of the fridge. You even open the cupboards along the floor just in case the cat managed to squeeze inside. Nothing. You decide that's for the best. The kitchen is for making food, not playing games. Let's go to the hallway. You peek around the corner into the hall. Nothing. You're not sure what you were expecting, with all the doors closed. There's nowhere in the hall for the cat to hide. I guess the living room. You look behind the couch, and the armchair, then under the coffee table. Nothing. The living room is pretty sparse when it comes to furniture after all. You couldn't find the cat anywhere. You start to get a little worried when you hear a soft sound coming from the hall. You head to the hall and listen again. Scratch, scratch. That sounded like it was coming from your bedroom, but you walk down the hall to your room and gingerly open the door. Whoa, kitty! Gah! The cat trots out and runs around your legs and meowing insistently. Yeah, you did so good. It looks disappointed somehow. Perhaps in your apparently subpar seeking skills? But you lift the cat into your arms and look at your bedroom door. How did you get in my room? Secrets, huh? You know the door was closed, right? The cat wiggles out of your hold and runs out of the hall. You follow to see it sitting in the middle of the living room. Upon seeing you, the cat promptly turns around. Guess it wants to take its turn seeking? You're about to indulge it by hiding around the counter again when the lights. Did the power go out? Darn it. As you wait for your eyes to adjust to the darkness, you notice that the cat hasn't moved an inch. Was it scared? Hey, are you... What? For some reason, your heart starts beating faster. You consider going over to the cat, but when you do, the thought makes you feel You feel like your life is in danger. You need to hide. Now. Oh. Oh. Let's hide in the bathroom. You quietly rush to the bathroom and... Good lord! What? Why is the door locked? You freeze upon realizing how much noise you just made jostling the doorknob and hold your breath. I thought the cat was trying to break in. Listening. The silence coming from the living room feels heavier than before, more restless. Even if some miracle opened the door right now, it would know exactly where you were. No good. Hallway closet. You quietly slip into the hallway closet. The door won't close because a heavy box is now blocking it after you squeezed inside. Oh my gosh. If you try to move it further, the cat might hear it. That is, if it hasn't heard you already. This won't work. You need to hide somewhere else. I'm running out of time! I'm running out of time! In my bedroom? You quietly rush into the bedroom, carefully closing the door behind you. The only place to hide in your bedroom is your closet. Okay. Oh, in 1 second. You lock the door as quietly as you can before lunging into the closet and sliding the door shut. As soon as you've secured yourself inside the closet, there's a sudden shift throughout the entire apartment. As if something can sense that you're as ready as you'll ever be. As if it can sense that you're ready to be hunted. A horrible chill runs down your spine as you realize that's what this game has become. This isn't a simple game of hide and seek anymore. This is being hunted as a predator by a predator as prey. It never really mattered where you chose to hide, did it? Oh my gosh. As if in answer to your question, you hear a loud slam on the bedroom door. You just managed to hold back from making a startled noise at the sound. Good gosh. Your heart rate kicks up again, making it feel hard to breathe quietly, hard to breathe in general. Tears fill your eyes as you cover your panting mouth with your shaking hands. It knows. It knows. Crying with your hands over your mouth, trying to smother the choked sounds leaking out of you. You slide down the wall at the back of your closet into a heap on the floor. You flinch harshly at the sound of the door being ripped off its hinges, followed by a loud crash against the wall on the other side of the room. Like the door had been blown away. What is this cat? The silence that follows is almost too much to bear. You can't. A single sob escapes through your nose. You squeeze your eyes shut in defeat at how loud it sounds in the quiet of the room. Not much point in hiding it anymore anyway, is there? You instinctively put whatever energy you have left into listening for footsteps, even as you emotionally shut down. But you hear nothing. 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 Then something slides open the closet door. You've curled in on yourself, knees up, back curved forward, head down, mouth covered, eyes shut tight, so tight it hurts. You don't want to look. You don't want to look. But that's what it's waiting for. It won't end you without this final act of cruelty, of making you look at it before it takes your life. So cruel. You just want this to be over. So you open your eyes. You see something glaring at you from the darkness beyond the closet door. It looks disappointed. In the moment before you draw your last breath, you almost consider apologizing for being such unworthy prey. Guess your hiding skills were just as subpar as your seeking skills. Ending 13. Disappointing prey. Well, gosh darn it. Well, gosh darn it. Mr. Henry, am I being disappointing prey? Well, if you never ever see me upload again, it means that I decided to play hide and seek with my cat, and was very disappointing prey, if you catch my drift. I love this game. I love this game so much, and I hope you guys love this game. The story writing is freaking phenomenal. This is an amazing game. It was so fun, even though I didn't have to do anything. I could just sit here and read. I sure had a good old time. The person I'm playing as did not have such a good old time. But what's important is that you and we enjoyed this. If we enjoyed this, then his suffering was for the greater good. Anyways, I'm going to get up out of here, and I think you guys should get up out of here too. It is pretty late now this Tuesday night, and I have to wake up early tomorrow, as always. But with that being said, if you liked the video, like the video. And if you like watching me play these games, consider giving me a subscribe. Huh? And if you want to see me get more endings of this game, I don't know how much there are, but I got ending 13, so there's at least 12 more for me to get. And yeah, let me know down in the comments. Let me know what choices you should have picked. What would you have done to survive this cat? Anyways, I think that's going to be it for this video. So I will see you in the next video. Bye!